NBA 2K24 is finally bringing it back. No, this is not fake. This is an actual tweet from Ronnie2K claiming that the rep system is back. And the tweet says, the following statement was released today by NBA 2K in response to questions about the future plan for rep in the city. And quote, rep is back. And as you guys can see, each rank has 3 levels and it goes from rookie to starter to veteran to top 10. This is like a revamp from the old rookie to legend from the previous 2Ks. We've all been begging for this and it's finally back. And this is really good news for the long-term grinders and for people that play 2K every single day. And as a dedicated 2K fan, this is really good for me because with just level 40, I get super bored after I reach that level. But finally, guys, we're going to have something to look forward to all year if you play the game all year round. Now, when Ronnie2K tweeted this, a lot of people came to the conclusion that this will be the season system, but 2K cleared that up and tweeted this. They said rep does not reset at the start of a new season, meaning that the season reward system is going to be completely different from the new rep system. But like I said, it goes from rookie to starter to veteran to top 10. Now, we've never seen anything like the top 10, so let's break this down and talk about what the possibilities of what top 10 level could possibly mean. Now, in my opinion, I think it's going to be super hard to get top 10, and I think most people are going to end up at veteran 3 if you play the game year round. But I think the top 10 level could possibly mean 2 things. Number 1, I think this could possibly be a leaderboard for the top 10 rep leaders in NBA 2K24. So say, for example, if someone is number 10 and they don't play the game for a day, they're going to drop out of the leaderboard and return to the veteran 3 rep level. I think this is a great idea because I think it's going to keep people wanting to grind throughout the whole year so they can stay on that top 10 leaderboard and get their name known. And it's going to be cool because it's not going to be a top 10 for just PlayStation or a top 10 for Xbox. As you guys know, 2K has mentioned a million times that crossplay is in 2K24. So the top 10 is going to be combined, all consoles together. We're going to see who the top grinders are this year in NBA 2K24 between PlayStation and Xbox. Number 2, top 10 could literally mean the first 10 people to reach top 10. And they could get some insane reward and maybe even a top 10 logo above their head year round. And this is going to make people want to really grind the game so they can be the first 10 to get it ASAP so they do not lose out. I know people are going to be losing a lot of sleep if this is the case because listen, I know no one wants to miss out on this and the grinders are going to want to be the first 10 to hit it. Now, obviously boosters are one of the biggest issues, so 2K would really have to monitor this and just basically stay on top of that. Now, those are my speculations, but either way, it's going to be really fun to grind this all year round, even if you're not going for the first 10 to get it. Now, comment down below, what do you guys think about the rep system returning to NBA 2K24? And what do you think the new top 10 level could possibly mean? Let me know down below. And I know a lot of people probably missed this, but if you looked at the bottom of that screenshot Ronnie2K tweeted, it says rep in the city content is only available in NBA 2K24 new gen for PS5 and Xbox Series X and Series S. So if that means you're on old gen, sorry, Buckaroo, you're going to be stuck with the season system. I'm not going to lie, guys. You can literally go get an Xbox Series S right now used for like $100 on eBay. There's no excuse. It's been 4 years. We need to leave old gen in the past. NBA 2K24 new gen is getting the new pro play technology and we're getting the rep system. Old gen is getting nothing. I'm telling you guys right now, upgrade, man. NBA 2K24 has a brand new takeover system and is completely different from NBA 2K23. So let's hear what Mike Wang had to say about it.
Takeover returns to NBA 2K24, but with a different spin. Instead of assigning a takeover ability as part of the build process, now you can choose a category of attributes to boost on the fly. When you fill up the takeover meter, you can choose between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense rebounding, or physicals. If you delay your takeover and fill up double takeover, you can choose 2 different categories of ratings to boost, making you a true threat on both ends of the floor.
So Mike Wang said when you fill up the meter, you get to choose between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defensive/rebounding, or physicals. You guys aren't getting this. Listen, it says or physicals. This is absolutely insane. There's going to be a new takeover alone for physicals. In 2K23 and previous 2Ks, physicals were tied in with slashing take. So if you had slashing takeover, you know, your build seemed a little bit faster. But now whatever takeover you choose, it's only going to boost those attributes that match that takeover. So for example, if you choose slashing takeover, it's not going to boost your speed. It's only going to upgrade your dunking. Now, a lot of people didn't notice this, but it only says finishing, shooting, playmaking, defensive/rebounding, or physicals are the only takeovers. Notice that shot creating takeover and post scoring takeover are no longer a thing. Kinda. I think shot creating takeover from the past is now going to be combined with sharpshooting. So if you have sharpshooting takeover, you're going to be able to fade and shoot. And I think most post scorers now are going to go with finishing. I think that's probably going to be tied in with finishing as well. But like I said, there's going to be a takeover for physicals, and that's going to be really cool. Like imagine if you're a post scorer and you have slashing take and you have crazy insane strength, and you're going to be able to have those two takeovers on and back someone down. It's going to be insane. And getting to that point, if you have double takeover, you can choose 2 takeovers now. And when you're making your build, you're not choosing the takeover. Any build can get takeover. In the article, it says when you fill up your takeover meter, you can pull up a menu that lets you choose between those takeovers. Bro, this is actually insane because any build can get any takeover. Let me know what you guys think about this. And the article also mentions, finally, when you unlock Mama Mentality, activating double takeover will boost all of your attribute categories, making you a true beast on both ends of the floor. It sounds like if you get Mama Mentality unlocked, you're going to be a literal demigod. And I don't know how I feel about this. I think it sounds really OP and really fun at the same time. Let me know down below in the comment section. What do you guys think about this? This guy tweeted Mike Wang and asked, I saw earlier, despite your build, you can get any takes you want in the game. So I play as an out of position power forward at 6'10" to 6'11". Will I get to choose shot take if my midi isn't up high like that, or is there a limit? Mike responded, you can choose any takeover, just don't expect the shooting takeover to make you DeRozan if you're rocking a 25 shot mid-range rating. So you are allowed to pick any takeover you want, but if your ratings aren't naturally that high in shooting and you choose sharp take, it's really not going to help that much. And I think this is a huge W. Zach2K asked Mike Wang, do ratings exceed the 99 cap on takeover in 2K24? And Mike Wang replied saying, yes, takeover can temporarily boost your ratings over 99 and it will make a difference. And honestly, I think this has been a thing since NBA 2K19, and now Mike Wang is just bringing light to this topic. So if you have like a 99 3-point rating with sharp takeover, a shooting sleeve, and etc., you are rocking like 115 3-point rating. Mike Wang literally just confirmed this. This is good information on this topic. All right, so now let's get into the big boy part, defense. The one thing that NBA 2K23 lacked, and let's hear what Mike Wang had to say, how they improved it in NBA 2K24.
Defensive movement has improved on many fronts, with better responsiveness and less sliding. This helps defenders get where they need to be, and with the improved body-up system, ball handlers will have a tough time getting free against great defenders.
Finally, it sounds like defense is actually a main focus for 2K, and I've been asking this for years. Now, it still sounds like offense is super fun and super fast-paced, but it looks like defense is just as OP and way more balanced compared to the older 2Ks. He just said that defense is way more responsive and less slidey. This was a major issue in 2K23, and I'm super glad they fixed this because, listen, when I was in the stage trying to guard them 6'1s, I literally couldn't. I was literally sliding everywhere. Now, as you guys heard me in my previous videos, I've been saying this. All they have to do is speed up defense and give defenders more tools to get stops, and 2K will be a great game. In the recent 2Ks, they've left defense in the past and they've just tried to nerf offense. But right now, it sounds like they're upping offense and they're also making defense just as overpowered, and I really love this. Mike Wang also mentioned that body up animations will return. And if you guys didn't see in my previous videos, I showed lots of clips of how great 2K16 was and how great the defensive animations were. And I'm praying that these animations are going to look like this in NBA 2K24. It also looks like steals will be improved as well.
The improved contact can also be felt in the paint. Big defensive anchors will have a much easier time putting a body on shooters at the rim and forcing tough shots.
All right, so this is the only thing I'm really worried about because I've literally heard this over and over and over and over. I could probably pull up articles from like, you know, NBA 2K21 or NBA 2K22 saying where they improved paint defense. And, you know, those probably one of the worst 2Ks when it came to paint defense. So hopefully this is the case. I really do hope that paint defense is improved. I'm not trying to be negative. I promise I'm not. But if paint defense is actually improved, this is going to be a great 2K. Now, here's what Mike Wang had to say about the steals.
Directional steals are also back. You need to reach with the correct hand closest to the ball and avoid reaching across the body to maximize success and avoid foul calls. You can also use directional steals to play passing lanes by flicking the right stick in the correct direction to get your hand in the way and deflect the pass. And when it comes to contesting shots, it's important to be patient and wait for the correct time to jump. If you're behind the shooter, jumping too early, biting on fakes, or closing out late, you'll quickly find yourself racking up fouls and giving up and-one opportunities.
Now, it seems like steals won't be as RNG this year, meaning that it will actually take skill to get a steal in NBA 2K24. A lot of people consider the top locks in 2K23 were people who just got a whole bunch of like BS RNG steals. In my opinion, what makes a great lock is someone who can actually lock up the ball handler and get skillful steals, bro. Not RNG steals, actually playing their hip and getting bumpy with the offensive player. This guy tweeted, Mike Wang said, how will defensive adrenaline bars work in NBA 2K24? Mike Wang responded saying, steal and block attempts will consume adrenaline bars on defense. First bar gone equals 20% block/steal rating nerf. 2 bars gone equals a 40% nerf, and 3 bars gone equal a 75% nerf. So it sounds like defense is going to have a skill gap as well. You can't sit there and spam. Your steals are going to have to be very strategic, because if you get down to 1 adrenaline, you know, if they run to the rim, you may not get that block because you made 2 poor decisions and go for the steal at the wrong time. And on the fly, as I'm recording this video, I'm just now thinking about this. As an off-ball defender sitting in the corner trying to guard the corner, I go for a lot of passing lane steals when the offensive player, like the point guard, isn't even throwing it to the corner. So listen, every time you go for a passing lane steal, you're going to lose an adrenaline bar. You know, so maybe when the point guard actually does pass it to your corner and you go for the steal, because you only have 1 adrenaline bar left from reaching over and over and over and over again, you're less likely to get that steal. Now, Wolf 2K, who was an ex-2K League professional, who is now a developer for NBA 2K, was tweeting about this and the defense in NBA 2K24. He said this: perimeter defense, NBA 2K24, more responsive control and body ups, less sliding, right stick steals are back. More on this in the future. Oh man, this is beautiful, guys. Just hearing that defense is going to be just as responsive as offense is the key to a very balanced game. Seeing that there's going to be more body up animations on the top of the key, less sliding, and right stick steals are back. If you played NBA 2K17, you know that those took skill, and this is looking good. I'm really happy right now. Finally, on to finishing, one of the major issues in 2K23 as well, but let's hear what Mike Wang had to say on how they improved it in 2K24.
Advanced layups like floaters, reverses, euros, hop steps, and scoops are much more effective this year, and I'd encourage everyone to try out layup timing. It's much more forgiving for high percentage layups and also gives you the ability to finish tough circus layups in traffic if you can master it.
Now in 2K23, all those types of layups like the euros, the hop steps, all those were pretty useless just because of how overpowered dunking was, and now it seems like that's not the case. And now that limitless takeoff is not going to be in the game and quick drops isn't anymore, it seems like dunking is not going to be as overpowered. So, you know, these new layup mechanics are probably going to be pretty useful, and they may take more skill than the previous years. And here's what Mike Wang had to say about the dunk meter.
For dunkers in New Gen, you can now force rim hangs from any two-hand dunk by simply keeping the sprint trigger held when the dunker grabs the rim. Down on the pro stick will give you flashy dunks, and up-down or down-up double throws will let you attempt contact dunks in traffic with the dunk meter. Meter dunks are green or miss on higher difficulty levels now, so you have to be precise to finish off the play.
As you guys just heard, dunking has a lot of the same features, but one huge change is the green or miss on dunks with the meters. Now, this was a really huge problem in NBA 2K23, and I never really understood it because jump shots were green or miss, so why couldn't the dunk meter literally be green or miss as well? Like, I can't even tell you guys how many times I've lost to people spamming the dunk meter because it sucks you into a contact dunk animation. As a defender, you can't do nothing about it, and they don't even have to green it. I've literally lost to people who have lated or earlied the dunk meter, and they beat me. It's actually insane. But anyways, it's getting fixed, so that gets me excited. Mike Wang also mentioned this about the new putback feature and post scoring.
You can now branch out of any offensive rebound to a putback attempt by simply pressing the shot button after the catch. Post fades and hop shots are also really effective shots for post players, and you can definitely feel the impact of strength and weight as bigger players easily dominate weaker ones on the glass.
All right, so there's going to be a new feature where you can go up for a rebound and put it back manually now. So in the past, whenever the player shot the ball and you were running in to get a putback, you basically just had to hold square and pray to God that your player gets put into an animation where he does a putback layup or a putback dunk. But now that's not going to be the case. So now when the player shoots the ball and you are running in for a putback, you want to go for a rebound, you click triangle, and then once you're up mid-air and you have the ball in your hand after getting the rebound, you have to click square really fast, and you're going to put the ball back up either with a layup or a dunk. Mike Wang also tweeted, since no one asked, you can also meter dunk standing dunks in NBA 2K24, but it's really hard to pull off at the moment. Work in progress. Now listen, I'm not gonna lie, this could sound really OP and super cheesy for bigs, but the only hope I have for this if this is gonna be green or miss. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be all the news for NBA 2K24. If you guys felt informed and you're caught up on all the news, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, turn noties on because I'm posting a video tomorrow as well. And make sure you guys click the video on the screen so you can see all the news about shooting and dribbling in NBA 2K24.